Okay, we're set.
Attention, there are flowers. Flowers have been delivered from a prisoner. So if anyone's expecting flowers from a prisoner, they're at the front desk. Thank you.
Okay, and we are frosting the cake, and we want it to sound delicious and go. People have, like, it's very clear. You know, certain people, to me, it's a mystery. Like Ellen. What her butt looks like? Well, I mean, it doesn't look good.
We are dangerously close to overtime, everybody. Let's get this last shot, please, and break for lunch.
Introducing your face's new best friend. Say goodbye to dry skin and wrinkles.
Bye.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Say hello to healthy, radiant, beautiful skin.
Well, hello there.
Oh, hey. Hi.
Because you're never too old to look 10 years younger.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
All new Virgin Blood Face Mask.
I can feel it working already.
No harsh chemicals, just 100% all natural blood from a dying virgin.
And a pinch of black magic.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
What price will you pay for youthful skin?
Anything. Anything.
Kill her!
Virgin Blood Face Masks, only $10.99 a bottle.
That's actually really reasonable.
Hey, Jerry, doing a little yard work?
Oh yeah, just got some new garden gnomes.
New garden? Oh my, look at the size of that garden gnome's.
Oh, I see you noticed my gnomes giant package. I should have mentioned, these aren't regular garden gnomes. They're well-endowed garden gnomes from Gnome My. I bought the whole set. There's Python Petey, Busty Barbara, and my personal favorite, Giant Balls McGillicuddy. So, what do you think, Raj?
I can't look away.
Hey boys, what you talking about?
Sarah, don't come over here.
Hi, Daddy. Oh, look, garden gnome.
Kids, get in the house.
Gnome My well-endowed garden gnomes, from the people who brought you lawn globes with nipples.
Just a quick reminder to ask Cookie if...
This is You Don't Know Jack 2015. I'm your host, Cookie Masterson. And hey, wipe that smile off your face. This is serious. Okay, just kidding. There will be farts and stuff. Okay, you two, by the end of the game, you're going to be lean, fit, and a whole hell of a lot smarter. Handle those screws carefully. If you think an opponent doesn't know the answer, hit your screw button, and you'll force them to answer immediately. If they miss it, you win big. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by...
the San Francisco Otter Choir. Free concerts every Wednesday, except for mating season.
Try to choose the wrong answer, brought to you by our sponsor, to get prizes and cash. All right, let's do this thing.
Get ready, time for question 1.
Right off the bat, bootyful. Let's analyze one of Kim Kardashian's body parts. About what percentage of Kim Kardashian's brain is just made up of water? 10%, 40%, 80%, or 100%? Players 1 and 2. Kim Kardashian's brain, and everybody else's brain for that matter, is made up of about 80% water. But that other 20% is just so round and firm, I can't stop thinking about it.
Oh, Mama gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it so.
Take a stab at his acting is alright. So, you know how they called Matthew McConaughey's resurgence as an actor his McConaissance? Well, if Matthew McConaughey is currently experiencing a McConaissance, then what period of his life just ended? The McCona Dark Ages, the McCona Industrial Age, the McCona Middle Ages, or the McCona Enlightenment Age? Player 2, honest mistake. Player 1, the Renaissance first occurred in Italy in the late 14th century, immediately following the Middle Ages. So the McConaissance would follow the McCona Middle Ages. Which is funny because most Renaissance sculptures also need to put on a damn shirt.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
May I introduce, brought to you by the letter U-nibrow.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right.
And if you get this one right, I'll rustle up some extra moolah for you. Arrange these Sesame Street characters in order of fewest to most eyebrows. Bert, Ernie, the Count. Ernie, Bert, the Count. Bert, Ernie, the Count. The Count, Bert, Ernie, or Ernie, the Count, Bert. Time's a-wasting. Player 2. Ready for this? Ernie has no eyebrows at all, Bert has one long single eyebrow, and the Count has two eyebrows! And yet, none of them have ever blinked. Here's one I like to call Duck, Duck, Swan. Say the cast of Duck Dynasty attends a performance of Swan Lake and thinks there are real waterfowl on stage. In their confusion, which character would they most likely shoot? Siegfried, Benno, Von Rothbart, or Odette? Player 2. What a pity. Player 1. Odette is a princess who has been turned into a swan, so the Duck Dynasty crew would probably fill her full of lead. Especially if they find out she once fooled around with a lady swan in college. 5 fingers! And on its way, the man in the backwards yellow hat. And it's a dis or dat. Player 2, you're in last place, so go ahead and play this one and make things right. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one you tell me if it's an alleged antic by pop star Justin Bieber, or an antic by the classic children's book character Curious George. If it's Justin Bieber, press the square button. If it's Curious George, press the circle button. Player 1. Try to lock in your answer before Player 2, because if Player 2 gets it wrong, but you get it right, you'll steal that cash. Okay, we're off. Peed in a mop bucket. Broke his leg falling from a fire escape. Arrested for falsely reporting a fire. Egged a house. Got high on ether. Fed a bugle to an ostrich. Went to a Brazilian brothel. You were a couple of bananas short of a bunch. I think we can all agree that it's time for that little bastard to get deported. And then it's your turn, Bieber. Round 1 is complete. Keep in mind, all the prizes are doubled in round 2. And remember, the wrong answer of the game is still out there waiting for you. Okay, we're bringing it on. Let's try Dumber and Dumberer 2. So, there's Dumb and Dumber, and then there was Dumb and Dumberer, and then Dumb and Dumber 2. Makes perfect sense. Now, going back a few decades, there was The Odd Couple and The Odd Couple 2. So, if another remake of The Odd Couple used the superlative adjective, it would be called The Blank Couple. Odd, Otter, Oddest, or Otterist. Player 2. Odd is the adjective, Otter is the comparative adjective, and Oddest is the superlative adjective. But of course, everyone who made the original Odd Couple movies is dead, which means it's the perfect time for Rob Schneider to swoop in and revitalize the franchise. Player 1. No, but speaking of Otter, get it? You just won The greatest hits of the San Francisco Otter Choir. Hailed as one of the top 3 otter choirs in the world, the San Francisco Otter Choir will astound you with their covers of Little Red Corvette and The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Today's wrong answer of the game is worth a whopping $8,000. Enjoy.
Question 7. Get up and shake your funky bang.
Why not try? Let it go, let it go, let it go. At which temperature would Olaf from the movie Frozen melt and die? 30 degrees Kelvin, 30 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius, or 30 degrees Rankine? He's a snowman. Players 1 and 2. 30 degrees is below freezing in Fahrenheit and insanely below freezing in Kelvin and Rankine. But it's pretty balmy in Celsius, about the equivalent of 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And I know, blah blah blah, he can magically be saved, but I'm talking about what would happen in the real world to a talking snowman.
Follow me down to the sea.
Next up, kangaroo, peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
Kangaroo, peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
First spotted in 1879. Kangaroo, peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus? Player 2, you're screwed. You got 5 seconds to pick an answer. Oh man, time's up. Player 1, your screw worked out. Want a little more money? Player 1, that answer has a hole in it. Now pay attention. Albert Einstein was first spotted in 1879, the year he was born, probably by a midwife or something, over a century after Uranus was discovered and even longer after kangaroos and peanuts. I've heard baby Einstein cried a lot because he left behind some important equations on the uterine wall. Pucker up for wine or lose. If the Washington Redskins rebranded themselves with a non-offensive red-skinned mascot, what could they be called? The Washington Chardonnays, the Washington Malbecs, the Washington Pinot Blancs, or the Washington Rieslings? Player 2, watch the time. Player 1, good effort. Good effort. Were you thinking of this one? Chardonnays, Pinot Blancs, and Rieslings are all white-skinned grapes, but the Malbec grape is red. Although to a connoisseur like myself, Malbec is very offensive. Oh yes, I do say that was quite a burn. Say hello to I Wanna Lick and Roll All Night. If Kiss singer Gene Simmons' tongue grew to the average length of an adult giraffe's, how deep into a woman's mouth could he stick it when he kissed her? About 5 inches deep, about 10 inches deep, about 20 inches deep, or about 30 inches deep? Player 2? I think at that point it would practically be coming out the other end. Player 1. An adult giraffe's tongue is on average about 18 to 20 inches long, so that's about how deep into a woman's mouth a giraffe-tongued Gene Simmons could stick it. And if Gene Simmons' neck grew to the length of an adult giraffe's, he may not even need women anymore. Step right up to the Jack Attack. When you see 2 clues that match, press the X button. 2,000 big ones if you're right, but you lose 2,000. Ah, I see you don't need me for anything. It's all yours. Your house is made of what? What materials are their houses made from? Good luck. Takes it! Excuse me, Player 2, did you say something? No, I didn't think so. Because after somebody kicks your butt like Player 1 just did, there's only one thing to say. You don't know Jack!
Don't you hate going to the movies by yourself? I mean, I do. We have so much in common. I mean, maybe you and I should sometime. I mean, I don't know. I mean, whatever. I guess there aren't any good movies showing right now anyway, so never mind. Forget I said anything. That was stupid.
This message paid for by people who think you and Tina should go out on a date sometime just to see how it goes.
That's so embarrassing. I did not put them up to that.
Also paid for by Tina.
No matter who you are, you have dreams.
I want to be an astronaut.
I want to be a doctor.
A dinosaur.
And Angie's Ice Creamery wants to hear them. Come into any Angie's to tell us your dream, and you'll get a Dreamsicle absolutely free.
I want to be a teacher.
Here's a free Dreamsicle.
I want to be a surfer.
Here's a free Dreamsicle.
I want to be best friends with a horse.
Here's a free Dreamsicle.